welcome back to the garage again. Back on the coffee van, episode 10. What a busy week we've had again, getting this sorted out. Need to say thanks to Mount for helping me out on this one. He's been in, helped me lift and muck about. So yeah, it's really good stuff. We're doing some trimmings all the way around the hatch now. This is going to be in 2 episodes. We've got this first one, which is setting everything up, getting all the trims in, getting the snail hinge all lined up in position and bolted and riveted to the side of the van. Then the second episode, which will be episode 11, will be actually manufacturing the flap itself and attaching it to the hinge. So yeah, get stuck into this one and I hope you enjoy it. Right, so we've got the snail hinge and you can see that'll open up like that. It's got the gully in the top, so we'll separate those two. Picked this up off of eBay. It was about £160. We've just got to take a bit of this material out the back so that it fits inside the slot. Is that pen there? Pencil it is. Oh, it's on the bloody fridge. Yeah, he'd lose his head if it weren't screwed on. Yeah. So we're aiming to line this hinge up. We need a bit of overhang either end so that the water, when it pours down the hinge itself, will run away without coming inside the van.
Nice overhang that end, doesn't it? How much do we go? Do we go a bit more? Oh, because that gap there, possibly a little bit more this way. I'm just thinking of that. What do you doing, Matt? We're going to fill it anyway, aren't we? Okay, go on, mark that up on the back then. And then the bit we're going to remove is that bit on the end. So from that there, just from that line there.
What there?
You're right, yeah, just give us a little bit of leeway. And then we've got to cut away that bit, ain't we? Just scribble on that.
Yeah, I like a bit of leeway.
Yeah.
The more the better. We might dodgy cutting with the saw.
Because it's going to be like that, and then that'll sit in there, then, won't it? So the same with the other side.
My theory is if I give Mount the pen and let him do the drawing, if it goes wrong, I can blame him. That's what father-in-laws are for, isn't it?
Oh, I don't like chopping this.
Yeah. Now this is a bit of a tricky one. The hinge is such a peculiar shape. It's really hard to hold it and get it flat. And I don't want to get the saw hitting the top of it and marking it. So you've got to go at it a bit careful. I'd love to have got it into the little circular saw there, but it just won't go. It can't get it in there. But this is working. It is going through it. But I'm just trying to hold it away so it doesn't mark up the front of that hinge. Again, if I come down this side, just get it started and hopefully not have it rattling around too much. This Milwaukee hacksaw it's a beauty. It really is good. I've got a nice new blade in there as well. And this is like it's a surprisingly strong aluminium. This hinge. It's really tough. It's obviously got some kind of billet in there. So I'm just worrying about it catching it and marking that underside. So I'm trying to hold it away and just work it down now. Just floating it along. Trying to keep it away from that sort of rounded edge of the hinge. I can get a reasonable cut down here. I can sand it flat. And it's going through it quite nicely now, look. Once I've cut this back edge out of it, I'll then have that top lip will sit nice and flush to the side of the van, which will then allow the water to run right the way down the edges. My head's in the way, but we're nearly there, look. We're getting down there now. And I might as well use the whole of this hinge. I could have cut it short, but I really want that flap to be as big as possible. It just gives us more coverage in the winter. And this is the little Milwaukee sander polisher. I'll put links in the description for all of this stuff. Got these nice little grit discs on the end of it, and it will soon whiz that down and make that nice and smooth. You can see it taking that material off quite quickly. It is a cracking bit of kit. and I might just finish it off with the file just to square that up a little bit, just slightly out. I have to thank Mount for coming and helping me out on this one. Like I say, Mount's my father-in-law, but back in the day, I was his apprentice when I first started work when I was 16.
Double check your other line on. You sure?
I'll trust you out. I'll trust you. You drew the line, I can blame you for sure.
I'll just tell your camera that I advise you to double check it.
Right.
Here we go, round 2. So this is the other end. This one is slightly more awkward though, because it's obviously back to front,
Back to front now.
and I'm struggling to get my saw in again.
You
see how Mr. Impatient, I'm just going to get in there and do it. I'll hold it away and work my way through it, just hope it don't get a bounce on it. It's looking like it's going through quite nicely. And same again, try it this way. Oh, if I can hold it in and get it going without jerking about. Yeah, here we go, look. Like putting through butter. Absolute delight. And that's got rid of that. And we'll just get the file on it again, just square it up a little bit, just a little bit of tidying, and then
Oh, will it fit?
Go to the top, the same width as the bottom.
It's that what's the problem? Is this it ain't straight?
Yeah.
This is the problem. The best of it shows the van was being too high.
the issue we've got here, the van side isn't level. It's had a new panel replaced at some point in its life, and it's the seam that was straight down the middle. It's sitting away,
How can you come out
so it's sticking out either end. I don't know if you can see that now.
About 5 mil your end.
So I'm just trying to work out which end we can pack out. Both ends are going to need packing out, but obviously how much do we need to put at the front and how much do we need to put at the back to try and get it right. If I just riveted this straight to the side of the van now, you won't be able to slide the other part of the hinge in, and you won't be able to open the door. It's got to be dead straight without any kind of like kink in it. Now, if you watched the previous video, you would have seen us putting the box section on the inside of that hatch, which this is going to be riveted through the side of the van and into the box section on the other side to hold it all nice and tight.
That's going to need a seriously big. Them rivets ain't long enough for that, are they?
No.
That's fucking massive, that is.
Go get another 50 quid.
He's ribbing me again. He's ribbing me. I bought a load of rivets. I bought some stainless steel rivets from the local factors, and yeah, I got my pants pulled down a little bit, I think, but I ended up paying 70 quid for 2 boxes of rivets.
Oh God, look at that.
Yeah.
It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's massive. And you can't boat this, otherwise the thing don't slide in and it don't open. It's got to be dead true.
Now I'm faffing again. I'm faffing like I do. I've got to make a decision.
The cut is dead level. The cut that we've put in is perfect.
So come on, make your mind up. Let's get that rivet through the middle and get this packed out and get it put on again. We've got some trims to come down the sides, and that will hold it out a bit more as well. So yeah, come on, make your mind up. Let's get this going on. Let's get it done.
That is really close. You know, it is close to that end, so we can't take any more.
Even Mount's getting fed up. Look, they're thinking, what's this? Well, come on, get on with it. Get a rivet in there. My arm's aching.
Let's, so we've got one piece with a rounded edge on it to build up this side, and that recess there, and we've got another one that hopefully is going to fit. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That on the 45.
Fits like a glove.
Guess who's cut the trim wrong? Yeah, it was me. So what this is for? This is hidden. It's all behind an L trim that's coming on the bottom there.
If we ground the bottom, if we took the fight like the whether it is 3 mil out the bottom of that, then it'd come down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it will. Come on, get on with it. But what a job this is going to be. This is 3 mil aluminium. I've cut that straight down there, and I need to cut another couple of mil off the bottom of it. What a job! What a job! And the saw blade is too thick really to do it, so we're going to have to grind it back. So I've set Malk on the task. I'm going to drink tea while he does it. We've got the big sander there with a big hot thick grit disc in it. I'm just keep coming up and down there, and I've got to take, like say, 2 mil out of it. What a palaver. Fancy cutting it wrong in the first place. And it took forever. It took forever to grind that down. It's an hard life though, look. So after a lot of grinding, managed to take the edge on this down. It was really hard to cut through. The saw kept jamming up, but the grinder's done a decent job on it hopefully now. So let's see if we're about there. Yeah, that's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all.
Cool. Try and get another mill off if you want.
A bit more.
Just another mill all the way along. It's pretty.
Pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then now that's ground off, we're about there with that, look. Beautiful. Whew, that took some getting down like that did. Because it was such a thin edge on it. Trying to cut it, couldn't get the saw through it, so the grinder was the way, and it's finally took some material off of that. It took about, what, you reckon, half hour? But it took us half hour to grind this bloody one piece of metal down. Right, next bit to be done. So we're going to do these L trims now that are going to sit on the outside of the hatch edges to make it all nice and smooth and lovely. Just need to cut a little piece out of it so that it fits nice and flush. So we're going to have one coming down either side and a piece all the way along the bottom. And this is going to cover those spaces that we've just made. The spaces will be needed though to beef it all up. So just nick the ends out of that so you can see we've got a bit of a shape going on, and hopefully now that'll fit into the recess in the side. Something along those lines. Oh, it's close. Just a tiny bit out of that. That little bit of shape there. Got that pen. Yeah, move the camera a little bit. There you go. You can see it now. Just a small piece out the guttering where it's not quite level. It's a little bit of weld there. These trims will be seam sealed on and then riveted through the side of the van as well. So they'll be really solid once they're all put into place. Just a little bit more, tiny bit more. Tiny bit out of that. Yeah, third time lucky. Come on, it's got to be right this time. Yeah, it looks nice. It's nice,
Yeah.
One. That is quite a straight, it's a nice straight line, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not bad, that one. Okay.
Seam sealer in hand.
Yeah, that's going to need a lot in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously the shape of the van here, we've got to build it slightly, and we're going to fit
And there to the
3 different strips of aluminium down here to make all that level down that side. So we'll just keep building this up, and then we'll rivet the whole lot through the side of the van, and it'll be as strong as it can possibly be, really. I think the adding the silicone could be slightly better though. Look at him go. It's not silicone, it's seam sealer, this one. Then we can put his piece of metal in. We'll get that in there to fill that little recess. We'll get that in place, and then we'll do the same thing again. with another one, another layer down there, and then we'll build it up now with the second trim on there. Get that in. Then we'll have these ones that we cut to level it all up again.
Let's go for the next bit, which is that one, isn't it? No, this bit.
No, this one. Yeah. Again, a bit more seam sealant down there, and we'll have that in. Another strip of 3mm aluminium in there to level that little recess up. Because this piece of trim that we're going to put over the top of that one, it'll be an L trim that's going to go over that will fit flush to the worktop once that's in.
Now it's the
Down piece, isn't it?
that down piece.
And it'll also hold the serving flap, the hatch shelf.
Gob on there.
So we'll carry on building this up, get some of this sealant in there, make sure it's all nice and watertight, don't know gaps really.
I think that top bit needs a good quite a lot there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because it is just a tiny shape to it at the top, it's not completely flat. Don't push too much of that on. Are you sure you need it there? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
That wind's getting up, you can hear it blowing the tarpaulin sheet. Oh, look at that, cut to perfection. Oh, dearie me. You put too much gob at the bottom, look, I didn't need that bit there. Not yet, anyway.
That squared off there with that other bit, isn't it?
I'll get that off.
Yeah, blue roll to the rescue. I need to wipe that off because obviously I don't want that to go hard just yet because we've not put this bottom trim on. The next bottom trim can't be fastened totally securely yet because we've got to put the worktops in first. So I can cut it all and get it ready, but we can't actually fully fasten that in just yet. But at least that seems to come off. That's nice and clean now.
Right.
Snail hinge to the ready.
Okay.
Let's get it on.
So blobber gobber all the way along. Oh, see that's going to come. Yeah, it has got to be down.
So you can see at the top there where I've got all those clamps.
Yeah.
We've got there's 3mm, a 3mm strip on the right hand side, there's another 3mm on the left hand side, and then the bit in the middle is just the bodywork of the van. So that is to try and straighten up this whole level of the side of the van. So that's the seam sealant applied all the way along the inside of this hinge, look, you can see it on there. Ready to go up now and hold it into place. So we've got to get some clamps on this pretty quick because everything at the top there is just seam sealer. It'll all slowly sort of slide down if we're not careful. So we get the clamps on it, get it all clamped up, and then get some rivets through it. See it sliding down, look.
Well, they're all the way along, really.
Yeah, up you go.
Is that not getting off grip there?
No, it hasn't.
Well, let's bang a.
Get a rivet in it, come on.
Rivets.
I think we've got to do is that underneath ones first, probably, to get so that it pulls this down.
Got to, yeah.
And then we'll go it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hold that. Just on this side, slide it down a bit. Just hold it there. That's it. That's all right. Right, okay. Drill and let's get a rivet through that.
So we get the drill out, and we're drilling straight up now through the hinge and up into the box section that I put on the inside.
That's pulled right in, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's my chance to use this beautiful Milwaukee rivet gun, new purchase. I'm going to do a full review on this.
Oh my god! Oh, that is so good. It's so good. Flip it out.
It won't be particular and have a more distanced
These ones under here, we're not too fussy,
Yeah,
are we?
probably.
Not
Not
this.
the underneath one.
Well,
you
should we
sure?
do it? Yeah, go on, let's mark them out 12.
We want that black thing,
Oh, you're getting up tick on me now, Mal.
yeah.
You get this is the engineering you're coming out, isn't it? Like, you want to get it right now, don't you? I'll get worse come to the end of the day. I'm like, oh, just slap it in here, slap it in there. It's like, terrible, isn't it? And then you look at it after the oh, I wish I'd done that properly. Right, so that's.
I can't see it.
Oh.
Sunch.
What are we doing? Going every
12 inches.
yeah.
Old school, 12
I'll
inches.
just do it so you can.
No millimetres round here.
You get your gun in, don't you?
There you go. Lovely.
You want to get with that one now? You love that, don't you?
Oh my god. Oh, all them times when these would be so hard to pull up as well. Ah, you'd be straining. You'd be straining pulling them up. You'd be wincing. You'd be wincing pulling them up out.
Yeah. You would, wouldn't you? I was going to bring the what's it ones, but that'd be too long. Them concertina ones, I thought about that. And I forgot. But even they're dangerous, ain't they? Take your fingers off.
More of a fear is it actually going to go into the box section, isn't it?
Now this one's going to take some drilling. It's going through about 3 layers of stuff through the inside of the box section and through the side of the van and the hinge as well. So yeah, look at it. It's really taking some. Oof, finally.
Because you've gone a long way, haven't you?
No, that's gone through a few sections there, has it? Well, there's only one thing to do. I'll just stick one in and see what happens. Pulled up nice. Pulled up nice, it did. Do you know what? It doesn't seem to be, the bow doesn't seem to be causing any issues now, does it? Or is that because we clamped it, do you think? Can't
Yeah.
tell. We'll deal with this and then we'll go push it in. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it on.
I think, well, get that
Do we slide and then slide it in?
Huh?
And then slide to the bit in the hinge, just make sure it goes in?
Yeah, because from here to here and from there to there, it's right down. But this is up and that's up, so I don't think you need to pull that up too far. I think you need to like just a touch and then do it where it is, because it's going to else it'll go like that.
It'll pull it on because we've got them 3mm plates. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
that one's just. Oh, yeah, because that's where the plate ends. If we pull it there, it's going to distort it, isn't it? I think let's get the other bit slid into it as well. Let's.
Do you want to get the end?
Yeah, we've got to do it, ain't we? We've got to clamp that end, don't we?
Yeah.
Let's get on. Let's get moving. Let's get some of these drills through. Rivet, drill, rivet.
Gap on
Yeah, because
I think leave them till it's gone off.
Yeah, well, because
I'll come back to. We
Yeah.
can do that one, but not that one.
yeah,
So if we go with the
this one, yeah, that one.
the underpuller.
This is the reason we've got a bit of seam sealant behind there, so the seam sealant will eventually set hard and hold that all in line. If I rivet this straight through the side, it will pull it and distort it. So we've just got to be a bit wary of where we're putting these rivets at the minute until the seam seal is completely dried. There's plenty here holding it all in place now.
Where the thumb is. You won't see the distance there, will you? Like, so.
Have a go with that. Well, you mucky. You got mucky
No,
hands?
you do it, because I'm still got a bit of...
You got mucky
black
hands?
Only a bit.
So
Doing a dirty new thing on.
Oh, he ain't touching my new rivet gun with a bit of seam sealer on his hands. I don't want none of that on there, do we?
Not really much to do with it. Is
Oh, that's better. Let's pull them two level now.
This rivet gun has got so much power. It's absolutely amazing. It really is. And just banging all these through. Can you imagine doing it by hand? How hard it would be. These are stainless steel rivets. They're so hard to pull through with a normal rivet gun. Yet this thing just bangs them off. So far so good. I'm well pleased with it.
Oh, man.
That's lovely. Look at it. Solid as a rock.
Yeah, look at that. Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you don't even notice that now, do you? You don't even notice that.
No, that's why I'm just looking at that side.
You don't notice it, do you?
No,
It's
you
actually
don't
running
want-
off the edge of the van now.
Yeah,
Isn't
it is, yeah. That's what we're looking at on there.
You want to see something funny? Watch my face in a minute. The ultimate confusion.
it? Beautiful.
That's lovely, isn't it? Yeah,
He's like,
No, it's there. No, it's good.
Yeah.
It is there. Look.
yeah.
hang on a minute. What's going on here?
Why is that sticking out so far there?
Well, this way you mean?
Look at the worry on his face. Look, I've done something wrong. What you done?
Why is that sticking out so far?
Nothing that a cup of tea and a good think won't sort out.
So we've got the hinge in there. We've just got to mark out these two sections and cut that out so that it will fold in nice and flush. So let's get the saw on it again and chop those out. We've marked them up, look.
Yeah, so I completely forgot we've got to cut this piece out as well on this second part of the snail hinge. And obviously once that's out, then everything will fit and it'll be nice and flush. Get those sanded back, good sanding, get them nice and smooth like we did the other side. And then we can try it again.
Toilet and one, yeah.
All right, well.
Just got to watch the paintwork sliding this in. That piece there, look, he's ready to gouge a big chunk out of it. But no, we managed to get it in okay. And now that should drop right round, ready for the flap to be made and yeah,
Look at that.
riveted into place. Now we need to just try it and make sure it's alright, look. Yeah, there we go. Give it a few wiggles.
Whew, right then. Get the flap attached.
I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Really interesting stuff, and that side of the van just wasn't level. It just, that bit of a kink gave us all sorts of problems, but we overcame it with the spacing and making those extra pieces and putting it all in. So yeah, all good, all done. So stick with us. Next episode is making the flap. And I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, once again, thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for watching. Please drop me a thumbs up. Any old comments, love your comments, like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode.